Without a doubt, one of the biggest challenges for most golfers is those shots under 50 meters. And the main reason being is they don't know how to control the speed of your swing. If you struggle with this area of your game, stay tuned. This video is really gonna help. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Kerrod here at the beautiful Christmas Island Golf Club. And today I'm going to show you how to play that really tricky shot, the sub 50 meters. It's something that I see a lot of players struggle with, and it's simply because they don't know how to control the speed of their swing. So let's see what I've got here today. Well, I've got about 50 meters to the pin. We've got a fair amount of grass leading up to that point, but then there's a big drop off on the other side. You can see the beautiful ocean and palm trees in the distance there. But this is quite daunting for a lot of players simply because it's not a full shot. And this is one of the most important skills in golf to develop, being able to control the speed of your swing, because not every shot in golf is a full shot. Right here, I've got a 54-degree wedge in my hand. So if I hit this at full speed, this has the potential to go about 110 to 120 meters. And I certainly don't need that in this situation. Now, what most players do is they make the mistake of then using more loft. They might use a lob wedge, like a 60 or a 64-degree wedge, and simply just try and keep that speed constant. Now, the issue with that is simply if you get it wrong at that speed, meaning if you thin it, well, that ball is gonna go a mile over the back of the green. And also, when you swing it that fast, if you hit the ground in the wrong spot, you can really get some detrimental contact and the ball might only go a few feet. So it's very important that you're always mindful of that, is that you might be able to get to a certain level in your golf hitting these full shots, but eventually you're going to hit a plateau. And one of the skills to develop to get over that plateau is how to control the speed of your swing. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today, specifically for this 50-meter shot out in front of us. So first of all, in any shot, what we're going to do is we're going to assess the lie. Now, the lie is pretty good, sitting up quite nice. So it's not really going to be an issue with contact as such. It's more about controlling the speed. Now, like I said, this club has the potential to go nearly 2 and a bit times the distance that I've got this shot, but I certainly don't want to hit it that far because I'm going to be way over the back of the green. So how am I going to control the speed of my swing? Well, there's a few ways to do it, but I'm going to show you a really simple way. Now, the easiest way to think about taking some speed off your swing is, what is your intent? Most players get into a situation like this and they get so obsessed about the contact or the strike of the golf ball, they actually forget the #1 skill that they need in this instance, which is the distance. And if I can use a simple analogy of throwing, if I was standing here and I was throwing a ball, if I was really going to go as hard as I could, well, I would easily fly that green. But standing here, I know that I don't want to fly the green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in on my target. And what's going to happen is your body is going to naturally react to your intended target. Whatever you bring your attention to is going to become your intention. So what you need to do is you need to bring your attention to your outcome, and that right there will become your intention. We want to send our golf ball from here to that 50-meter mark, not any further. So instead of getting obsessed about the contact, we're going to give you some setup tips in the address position to make sure that happens anyway. We're going to make sure we're really honing in what we actually want to achieve. So when I set up next to this golf ball and I do my rehearsal swings, which I highly recommend, I'm always thinking about the distance I want to hit this shot. If I stand up here and I'm thinking about that pin, well, I'm not going to stand up here and just rip a sand wedge because it's going to go way too far. It's actually going to put me in a position where I'm able to control the speed of my swing and therefore produce the desired result. Now, obviously, we can also change our swing length. If I'm making a full backswing and a full follow through, that would deliver X distance. So if I want to cut that in half, effectively one of the easiest ways to do it is swing half the speed, half the distance. And that's just going to make sure that the ball's not coming off with the same amount of ball speed as it would normally. So not only am I practicing some intentional practice swings like this, making sure I feel half speed, half length, I'm also focusing on the target itself rather than obsessing about the contact. I'm letting these rehearsal swings brush the ground and get a feeling of what I'd like to achieve. Now, after I've done that, I've got a good sense of swing length. Let's see how I go. I'm just going to match my intention, my attention. I've just popped that one up there, and that's going to finish, as you can see, about 10 foot away from the pin. So as I hit that shot, I wasn't really overly too focused on the contact itself. I built the confidence from the practice swings. I looked at my target. I built my intention around that. I paid close attention to the target itself. And that right there made me react to the target rather than react to my focus of being too concerned about the ball on the ground, and therefore I produced a quality result. Now, when I played that, very simply put, we don't need a wide stance, we don't need a big swing. So effectively, all I did was narrow my stance up a little bit, place some more weight on my front foot, and that just helped me control the speed of the swing. Once again, just training my brain to understand it wasn't a full shot. Yes, contact is of a premium, but in an instance like this, once you've got that contact down pat, it's all about controlling the speed of your swing. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you've got any questions, as always, please ask me below. If you haven't subscribed already, please go down, click subscribe, click that little bell so you get notified of all the great content coming your way. But until next time, I'm Kerrod. Thanks for watching.